Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Mariana and today I'm here to memory plan the second week of January. So I have here my planner for 2023. This one is very similar to the Erin Condren hourly layout, but it's from a different shop called Pay-Per-View. And this one is sold in Brazil. I'm not sure if they sell elsewhere, but you can check the website. I'll leave the link here. I think they only sell in Brazil, but I'm not sure. So I chose this cover here. I think it's very summery, very beautiful. And I already planned for the first week of January, actually the second week, this one. It actually says this is the first week, even though we had one day of January here, but it doesn't matter. I'll be planning for this week here, which is from the 9th to the 15th, and I'm going to use some pens that I have here. And as I go along, I'm gonna talk about the pens and also where you can buy them. I'm also going to use some stickers. These are transparent stickers that you can use. They are dot stickers, so I use them on the top of the page to mark some important dates or events. Anyway, let's start with the memory planning. So I'm just going to do this to make things easier for me. I'm going to use my Muji pen. This is a 0.5 Muji pen. I think you can buy it almost anywhere. So this planner here goes from 5 o'clock in the morning to 11 at night, and this specific Monday I started at 8, I think. Let me check. Yeah, I started at 8. I'm gonna try to write everything in English because this way I think you can understand a little bit better. So I work as an engineer in a specific company, and it's a big company, so I have a lot to do. So 8 o'clock, I started my workday by planning. I like to plan at the beginning of the day. This way I know exactly what I have to do. And then I also had to make a flow chart for my team. So I did that. And I also had to have a look at a document from another company. This document was a final report that I had to approve. So I did that. And then I also had a meeting. So meetings I'm going to write in red with the Sarasa clip pen. This is a 0.5. It's from the Zebra brand. And I had a info sharing meeting. We have this meeting almost every week to share what our team members are doing this specific week. And then at 12 o'clock, 12 and a half, I had some chicken with wild rice. We call it is rice with carrots and other vegetables. So I had this for 1 hour, and then I had my report at 1.5. So I was writing a internal report for a specific project I'm doing for more than a year now at the company. Okay, that's fine. And then after that, my day finished at 5.5, and I had to make sure I was ready to go to the doctor. So this day I had a doctor appointment, and I'm using these dot stickers here to mark when I had doctor appointments. So I'm just going to get one. I'm using this pale green sticker dot, and I'm going to put it right here. And I had a orthopedic doctor, so let me check how I write that. A orthopedist. Okay, so let me write this here. This is nice because I can train my English as well. Okay, so I left home at around 5.5. So go to the doctor here, and then at 6.5 I had my appointment, or it was supposed to be 6.5, but I actually only got to go into the consultation after 1 hour, so 7.5. but it's fine. I'm just going to put here 6.5. I had the orthopedist, and then this took a while, so let me get my ruler. What I like to do to make all the lines very straight is I just mark the middle of the column here. This way I can make the perfect straight line that I like to do. Okay, so I had this orthopedist until I think 9. I think it finished around 9. So it took a lot of time. There you go, orthopedist. And then I went to have dinner with my boyfriend's father. So at 10 p.m. we went to have dinner at a restaurant, pasta. And I had salmon pasta, which is great. Here I can say I went to his house, so I'll put this here. And then we went to get some food. And I'm just going to make the lines now to show how much time I spent on each task. Usually this meeting here at the beginning of the day only takes 1 hour, but sometimes it goes for 1 hour and a half, and we have our lunch later, which is a bit frustrating, but that's fine. There you go. So this was it for Monday. I had one consultation, and then I had one meeting. Now Tuesday is my day at the office. Monday I'm usually at home office, and then Tuesday I am at the office. I tend to wake up really early at around 6 o'clock, and that's what I did this day. So I'm just going to put here morning routine. And I ended up going late into work. I actually like to arrive at 7 o'clock, but I arrived around 7.5, which is fine. And then I'm just gonna write here that I kept going at the internal report that I had to finish. And then after that, I had a couple of meetings on Tuesday. I had a meeting about a procedure here at 10 o'clock, and then I'm just going to write the number. I also have a calculation meeting here, so I'm just going to write this here. And again, the same number, but this one is for T1 and this one is for T3. Okay, and then I had lunch at 12.5, and I had again chicken with beans and rice. This is a very typical food here in Brazil. Then I kept going at the internal report that I had to finish. Again, this week was very focused on this report because it's a pretty long report. There's a lot to write and a lot to read. So yeah, I basically worked on this whole week. And then here we have again the same project, but with another thing on mind, T1. And then again, I worked on the flow chart. I was working on Monday. So let me put it here, flow chart for my team. And then I had some technical support I had to do. I think I put it at the wrong time, actually. Okay, so I made a mistake here. I'm just going to change. There you go. I don't like this as much as gluing another piece of paper, but that takes a lot of time and a lot of work, so I usually just do this, even though I don't like whiteout this much. Okay, so this is how it was supposed to be, and then I did some technical support. This technical support took a while, and then I focused again on the internal report. Always the same internal report. Like I said, it takes a lot of time. Then after this, on Tuesday, I finished work at 5. I went back to the house, So let's go home. And then at 6:30, I did some exercises. And then at 8 o'clock, oh no, at 7, I washed my hair, and this took a while. And then I went to cook dinner, which was a risotto. I'm not sure if this is how you guys call it. Well, I'm just gonna write here, risotto with mushrooms and vegetables. Okay, and then I think that's it for this day. I'm just going to again do the same thing I did for Monday, which was mark the middle here of the column so I can make my lines very straight. Okay, and then what else do we have here? No, I think for this day was just it. I had 3 meetings and I worked on a couple different things. Okay, this is fine. This is fine, and then this goes here. I'm not sure what I did here between 5:30 and 6, but I'll leave it blank as I don't know what I did. Okay, now let's move on to Wednesday. Wednesday I had another doctor appointment. This was actually to make a exam, so I'm just going to put it here. So I had to make a MRI for my niece. There you go. And oh no, I put it in the wrong place. You see? I don't pay attention. Okay, it's not on Tuesday, it's on Wednesday. MRI niece. Okay, and then I'm just going to fix this. There you go. Okay, so on Wednesday, again, I had to go to the office, and I started at 7 o'clock, and I worked on the internal report again. Like I said, this takes a while. And I did that almost all morning. At 11, I had a meeting that was not scheduled. So I had a workload meeting to see the hours for next year. Okay. And then I had lunch at 12, which was again chicken, but it was fried chicken with beans and rice. And then I went back to the internal report. I think this report had something like 90 pages. That's why it took so long. And then after, I had a meeting here for a specific project and another meeting at 2:30. And I also had another meeting right after, which was the calculation route. Okay. Then after, when it was 4:30, I went back to my house, go home, and then I took a bath, and I had to chill a little bit. And then I went to the doctor. What time was it? 6. And then at 6:40, I had my MRI. So I'm just going to put here, knees. Okay, and this took a while. And then I went to my friend's house, go to Clara's, and around 9, I was at Clara's house. We had some nuggets and some other nuggets and chips. Okay, fine. Now let's just go ahead and do the same thing here. So I had a lot of doctor's appointments this week because I avoided going to the doctor for a year. I avoided going to the doctor last year because I was focusing on my final year in college. So after I was done with college, I had no excuse not to go to the doctor. So I tried to go to the doctor only in January. So I put a lot of doctor appointments in January. And I hope I'll be done with all of them. This way I don't have to worry until next week, until next year. I don't like going to the doctor this much, but I think it's very important, and that's why I actually do it. Okay, I think this is it for Wednesday. Now we have the rest of the week. I know this is taking a while. I'm not sure how I can do this quicker, but we'll see. Let me know if you guys like longer videos or if you guys like videos that are a little bit quicker. So I actually woke up late this day and I arrived at 7:30 on the office. So here I started with planning and organization. Then I went to verify some reports. After that, I had to approve and verify another report from another company. This took a while. And then I worked on a permission for a software I needed to use. Then I had, it was not a meeting, it was more of a conversation, but I'll put here as a meeting. So presentation as project. This took a while. And then I tried to organize some folders for my projects. And I had a very quick, or what was supposed to be a quick meeting. It was a general OBEA meeting. Okay. And then I went to eat. I ate a risotto again, mushroom, and apple. Okay. And then again, I organized the folders for my project. Sometimes the folders are very well organized, sometimes they are not. I had another meeting at 2 o'clock. It was a discussion about the procedure again. Then I had to study some manuals. I learned, this was not a meeting again, but I actually had to talk to someone about one thing I didn't know how to do. So save structure. But I'll put here as a meeting because it was a Teams meeting. Then I worked on my social media. I recorded some stories. So I had a Instagram account. Almost everything is in Portuguese, so but if you want to know, it's study.brio. Then I watched some series with my boyfriend, 6:30, and then at 8 I went to make dinner. I don't remember what I ate. Let me check. Thursday. I remember now. It was tomato pasta. Okay, so this is it for Thursday. Okay, Friday I had home office, so I woke up at 7:30. I did my morning routine. I was very tired on Friday. And I had a doctor appointment, gynecologist appointment. I have nothing personal against gynecologists. I just don't like them. Okay, so I had this appointment at 9:20, gynecologist. So I did my morning routine. I took a bath, and then I went to the doctor. That's fine. After that, I actually went to grab my school records, which is not a school records because it was a college record, but we'll call it school records. Then 10:30, I was back at home and working. I had to complete an ETS. And then after that, I went to check something for work. Then I had to, okay, I did that for this time. And then I have tomato pasta again. And during the afternoon, I actually had to check the scope for a study we're doing. And I did that for the whole afternoon until 6. Okay, after that, what else did I do? I think I watched some series with my boyfriend. I didn't have any meetings this day, which was amazing. So I was actually able to work. And then after that, I think we went to sleep quite late. I'm not quite sure now. And I don't remember what we ate for dinner. Let me check if you can see what we did have. I think we had hamburger. Okay. Now Saturday. Saturday I woke up early. I had no reason to wake up early, but I did. And I had lunch with my parents. And then after that, I stayed with my parents for a bit. And then we went home at around 4 p.m., I think. Yeah, exactly at 4 p.m. So we went home. And here I made a video. And then after that, what else did I do? I think we watched again some series. And then we have lasagna at night. This was basically our weekend, or Saturday actually. It's pretty nice, very chill. I woke up early, I don't remember. I think I woke up at 8:30 or maybe 8. I'm just going to put 8 morning routine. And then I think I recorded some story. And then today, Sunday, we have a couple of things we have in terms of going out. So I have 2 things. So it's going to be a little bit busy today. I have lunch at my boyfriend's grandma's house, and I have my friend's birthday. So right now it's 10:20. So I started recording this video at, I think, 9:30. And this is going to be here. And then at 12, I have this lunch. And at 6:30, I have my friend's birthday. So what color was I using for this kind of thing? I think I was not using any color. So I'm just going to go ahead and use purple for this. I think it's a good color. There you go. Okay. And then in the morning, I did some planning. I recorded some stories. I washed the dishes. And I hanged some clothes that were to dry. Now, the ideal thing I would do, I'm just gonna write here. This, I have some free time, and then here I would ideally record another video, and then at 12 I would go have lunch, and this would take a while. And then after that I would go back home and record some videos again, and this would take a while, and then edit the videos, which would also take a while. And then finally at 5:30 I would start. At 6 I have my giveaway, and then there you go. The rest of the day would be at Julia's birthday. So this is the planning for Sunday, which is today, and this was the memory planning for the second week of January. I know it was very long, but I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any comments, if you would like me to do this another way, please tell me, and I'll try to bring this for next week. That was it. Hopefully you guys will come back to watch the next video. See you guys in the next one.